Welcome to this 4-part series around creating a high performance around building your business. So, in these next 4 videos, we're going to talk about the 4 key steps to elevating your performance. Now, this first video, before we jump into any of the talk about the tools and tips and tricks and technology or whatever else, we need to talk about the first key step, which is your mindset. And what's important here is create a mindset of abundance around some key areas that I'm about to talk about. So the first key area, and by the way, before I go there, I want you to open or download the worksheet that goes along with this video. And I want you to grab a pencil, follow along, pause the video whenever you need to, and do the exercises and really do it. Do not watch it and then say, okay, I'm going to do it maybe later. Just do it as we go because it's going to make a world of difference for you. So the first area where you need to practice the mindset of abundance is time. I just want you to ask yourself and really look, how many times have you heard yourself say, I don't have enough time. I don't have time for this. There's not enough hours in a day. And what do you think that creates when you talk to yourself this way? It creates lack of time and it creates overwhelm. And it doesn't work. And it's not like we all have different amounts of time that we have. Everybody's day has 24 hours. So I want you to, for the next week, I want you to go on a time-free diet, which means I want you to catch yourself every time you're about to say like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. Or even when you're thinking that, I want you to catch yourself and give it up in the moment and replace it with a mantra of time abundance. And in your worksheet, and the first part of the worksheet, you're going to find a section for writing your insights about time. So I want you to write down all the things you notice yourself saying or feeling about time. You ever feel rushed, pressured, overwhelmed, all that stuff? So write that down, and then I want you to create a mantra for time. And it can't be like, I don't complain about time. Mantras need to be positive because you're creating abundance. So I want you to say things like, I own time, or I create an abundance of time, or whatever it is that really speaks to you. You have to use my vocabulary. To some of you, this abundance talk might be just a little, too bold or too annoying or whatever. And that's totally fine. I totally got that. So I want you to create it in a language that really speaks to you. Okay? So pause this video and go ahead and create your new mantra for time. Okay, now we're going to talk about the second area of our mindset, and that is money. And just like with time, we tend to tell ourselves things about money. And it's kind of like, I don't have enough money, I need more money. And even if we don't say it, we think it. And I want you to consider something right now. You want to be right about everything. Subconsciously, you make yourself right about stuff. And when you tell yourself, I need more money, not your money, more money, what do you think that happens? Your subconscious wants you to be right. So what happens? You stay broke so you can be right about I need more money. So, just like with time, I want you to start noticing and give it up in the moment and write down on your worksheet the thoughts that come up to your head about money. And I want you to create a new mantra for money. It has to speak to you. You have to create it for yourself, but it could look like I attract money to me. Money comes in my way. I have money for everything that I need. I have lots of money. And even if it feels like you don't, that's okay. You're going to start getting your brain used to, you actually have money for everything you need. How do I know that? Because that's what reality is, right? You need exactly the money you have right now in this moment. And I want you to be with this for a second. And I want you to answer this question. It's going to sound a little crazy, but just pause this and answer this question to yourself. Is it really true that you need more money? Can you absolutely, with 100% certainty, know that that's true? It's a really, really good question, and it's something for you to meditate on, okay? And I'm not saying that it's wrong to want a lot of money. I love money. I love, having money for everything that I need. And I love just the idea of being rich. But you need to start where you are right now and honor where you are right now and love it and treat it like abundance, because lack creates lack. If you tell yourself, I need more money, you're not going to create your money. If you tell yourself, I have a lot of money, I have all the money that I need right now, you're going to create more money. It's a little counterintuitive, but it's really how it works. You have to be intentional what you tell yourself in your head. So I want you to pause this video and do that work in the worksheet now. The next area that we tend to have a lack mindset instead of abundance mindset is getting love and approval from other people. This is really, really important, and a lot of people don't realize how much time and effort you spend trying to be liked by others, trying to be approved by others, trying to impress others, and trying to get permission from others. The permission you're not giving to yourself. And the thing that we tell ourselves, and it's not like, it's really this soft message. Oftentimes you won't notice it, but you'll act on it anyway. And the message is, I need you to like me. I need you to love me. I need you to admire me. I need you to respect me. And just like before in the last exercise, I want you to pause and reflect. Is it really true? Do you really need people to admire and respect you? I'm not asking if you like it. I'm asking if you need them to. Because here's the thing, you're up to some big stuff in your life. And a lot of times, you're going to be between getting approval or actually making a difference. You might have to have a conversation with your clients that are very, very straight, and you won't be getting approval from them, but it's what needs to be said. You're going to be on stage, and you're going to be talking about things that are very uncomfortable, and you're going to fear for not getting approval from your audience. You're going to fear being rejected, and you're going to want them more than anything to respect you and admire you. And I want you to start noticing and not live your life based on permission or opinion of others. And it's a practice. It takes practicing and giving up and creating a new mantra for who you are for the world and who you are for other people. So go back to your worksheet and start working on your mantra, and something that you can tell yourself every morning. You're not going to believe it first, but after a while, your subconscious is going to start proving it. Okay, you're going to start creating evidence for your new mantra, just like with the other ones. So go ahead and pause this video and do this now. Now, the last area that we tend to have lack mindset, where we need to create some abundance, is around success. Success is really interesting. And what I want you to ask yourself first is, what does success mean to you? What do you tell yourself about success? To me, when I was looking at this myself, success meant money. I was successful enough if I was profitable. I was successful if I was making enough money. To some people, it's, people liking them. To some people, it's having time to travel. Whatever it is, but I want you to write down the stories you have about success. And it's not like there's anything wrong with your story. I just want you to be aware of it and get that it's just your story. It's how you define success. And then I want you to create mantra around success. Because here's the thing, you should be looking at everything and acknowledging everything that you have done up until now. And you should be acknowledging yourself as often as possible. Because the more you celebrate yourself, the more wins you have, the more you feel successful, the more success you're actually going to create in the future. It's like the same confirmation bias, the same self-fulfilling prophecy. If you tell yourself, I'm successful, then you're gonna find evidence for how that's true. If you can't find evidence, you're gonna create evidence. You're gonna go out there and actually be successful. So go ahead and do that exercise and write that mantra. And in the next video, we're gonna move on to the next piece of the key performance, which is accountability. All right.